YouTubers, Glenda here. Wanted to talk to you tonight about Christian dream interpretation. I've had a lot of emails and a lot of questions about interpreting dreams, and a lot of people who have dreams that they're seeking to understand better. And I just want to go over a few points briefly and give you some websites that will help you further in interpreting those dreams. Because dreams and dream visions very often do contain very important messages. And also wanted to mention the main thing about dreams to me that is really something to think about is that the true interpretation of any dream always belongs to God. That's something that's mentioned when that's how Joseph answers when he goes before Pharaoh, and Pharaoh says, "Can you interpret this dream?" And he says, "Do not all interpretations belong to God?" So we want to always keep in mind that the true interpretation of any dream does not come from another person, it comes from God. Other people will try to help you, but I've got 3 websites that I think will be helpful to you. One is dreaminterpretation.org, and it has a sort of a dictionary of Christian dream symbols. And I'm going to post some links over here where you can go and visit these websites for those of you who are interested. It will help you look up. What you do is you take a dream and you break it down into its individual pieces. You take the symbols and you can go into the dictionary. If you're not sure what that symbol means to you personally, then you go and look at the dictionary, and you might get a clue that you go in that direction for a while and try to interpret the dream that way. Some dreams very few dreams can be interpreted just in a few minutes unless someone just has very strong discernment or they have a gift for that, or in the case of a mentor relationship, sometimes mentors are given the interpretation of your dreams because that is part of how they help you grow. Otherwise, we're kind of on our own with that. So Christian dream symbols, there's going to be a link for a dictionary where you can look up Christian dream symbols. That is not the only dictionary on the internet that has Christian dream symbols defined. And by no means are those absolute. They are just a tool to be used to help you try to determine what your dream or your dream vision means. There's another ministry called Communion with God Ministries that has some information about Christian dream interpretation. They have, one of the things that they have that's very interesting on their site is called 7 Foundational Principles for Interpreting Dreams. These are very good to review. They're just kind of some basics. One, they talk about most dreams are symbolic, so you view them in understanding that you're looking at symbols a lot of times and not actual things. Now, there are exceptions to that rule. Obviously, we can get visitations in dreams from the angelic realm, both good and bad, and those are a whole different kind of dream. And when we interact with those angelic beings, that's a whole different kind of meaning, and you really need to seek God if you have those type of dreams where you're interacting with someone from the spirit realm. The main thing that I want to explain, the main point that I want to make is that the symbols very often in our dreams come from our lives. That's why it's so hard for someone else to interpret your dream for you, is that most often those symbols are going to come directly from your life, from the way that you think about things. And so you really have to look at the symbols and meditate on whatever you don't understand in your dreams until God reveals to you what that symbol means if it's not readily apparent. Sometimes dreams are just telling us something that we fear or something that we're concerned about. But often a biblical dream can be bringing a warning to you. It can be bringing a warning to the body of Christ or to a particular group of people or about something that's going to happen. Those are usually dream visions. They're a little bit different. But you don't want to just quickly assume something about a dream. You really want to study it out if you believe it is a message or a warning. So you want to be careful about that. Another website called Hearts on God Ministry. They also have a Christian dream symbol dictionary. One of the things that they talk about on their website is the individuality in dream interpretation. They go into some detail and talk about how we need to look at those symbols in relation to our own personal lives, in relation to what those symbols mean to us. You know, a symbol in my dream may mean one thing to me, and that same symbol in your dream may have a whole different meaning. Because God speaks to us in our own language, just as our subconscious also speaks to us in our own language. So I'm going to post those links up here for those of you who are seeking interpretation of your dreams. I highly recommend going to those sites and just reading the information that they've made available, and take a look at the dream symbol dictionaries and see if that doesn't help you. I think that it will. Above all, if you have a dream that you really believe is a message or a warning and you can't figure it out, just continue to take it back before God in your prayer time and seek Him and ask Him for His help, because He's the one who knows the true meaning of every dream and every vision. And He will reveal. He might not reveal in the next 5 minutes after you pray that, but if you continue to ask Him every day, He will reveal to you what the dreams mean. So I hope this is helpful to you, and thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.